Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to North Catholic High School in Cranberry, Pennsylvania for tonight's PIAA Class 2A Girls semifinal matchup between the Phillips Osceola Lady Mounties with a record of 19-0 out of District 6 against the North Catholic Trojans with a record of 17-0 out of District 7. Brought to you exclusively on the North Catholic Sports Network. My name is Mark Fesco, and I'm pleased to be joined again in the booth tonight by Karen Martini for this semifinal matchup, with the winner advancing to Mechanicsburg on Saturday for the state championship. Karen, Phillipsburg Osceola comes in here after a 3-2 win over Maplewood in the quarterfinals on Tuesday night. They are led by a 6'1" freshman named Reese Hazelton, who's averaging an incredible 9.7 kills a set in the playoffs. What is North Catholic going to have to do tonight to have a chance to advance to their second championship in a row?
North Catholic tonight is going to, as we always say, serve tough, but right away they're going to have to establish their game, their tempo. I'm sure that they're well aware of the freshman outside that's really strong, and if I was them, I would have probably practiced all week making sure you had a player that was acting like their girl on the other side, so they could practice how to shut her down, because she hits from all angles of the court. So, I mean, there are times that you'll find a team that one girl can win the whole thing for everybody, but if they play their game and they follow her and track her, they'll do well. They also need to, I would say, right away, establish Sid Jones. You establish that setter up front, make the Phillipsburg understand that she's out there and they need to respect her. And hopefully we can pass really well tonight, because the last match that we had, the middles are really starting to come alive. Steph Lynch had an outstanding game. So if we can get our outsides and our middles going, and Sid Jones is out there and she can, get herself moving right away, I think that it's going to be one heck of a nice match tonight.
I mentioned Phillipsburg, which we'll call them for short, won 3-2 on Tuesday night over Maplewood. They dropped the first set 25-9, but then came back to win 3 of the next 4 sets, so a great comeback for them. North Catholic, on the other hand, played against Red Bank Valley on Tuesday, and if you weren't here to watch it, they defeated them 3-0 pretty easily. And as you may know, North Catholic has only lost 3 sets all year long. So something to look for tonight is, if they are in for a tight match or drop a set, see how they respond to that adversity, because they haven't had, to be quite honest with you, haven't really faced much adversity this season. They did drop a set to Elwood City in the championship of the Whippeals, but they bounced back strong and did show that they were resilient there. So it'll be interesting to see how they start off today, because often they don't get off to great starts. Now, Phillipsburg had, I think, almost a 3-hour drive here today. They had a 2-hour drive to their last match, and the coach said that he thought that impacted their play in the first set. So it'll be really interesting to see how this match starts off for both teams, to see what's going to happen the rest of the match.
Yeah, I agree. And like you said, I think sometimes when you're in this far in the deep in the playoffs, and I think that both teams may start out sluggish, and obviously Phillipsburg only has one senior on their side, so both teams are fairly young, and I think that they both will have some jitters, and who can overcome it and who can control the tempo of the game and keep their play going and make the other team step up to what they do.
And as I said, the winner will advance to the championship at Cumberland Valley High School on Saturday at, I believe, 1:30. North Catholic looking to punch their ticket again to go back-to-back to the state championship. But I think tonight is going to be by far their toughest matchup of the year, based on what I've seen in warm-ups here from Phillipsburg, as well as what I've read about them and seen in some video before the game tonight. So it should be a really, really good matchup here tonight. We're glad you're here watching. We're going to turn it down here to Mr. Malone, the PA announcer for the national anthem and the starting lineups here very shortly on the North Catholic Sports Network.
Good evening, volleyball fans. Welcome to Park and Graham. Good evening, volleyball fans. Good evening, volleyball fans. Welcome to the Park and Graham Court on the campus of North Catholic High School. Tonight is the PIAA semifinal match for the west side of the state. We welcome the District 6 champions, Phillipsburg Osceola, against the District 7 champions, North Catholic Trojans. The winner of the match will play on Saturday in the state finals. And now, will you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. And now let's see tonight's starting lineups. First for the Phillipsburg Osceola Lady Mounties. Number 19, Cece Height. Number 15, Calista Butler. Number 13, Isabella Portorillo. Number 22, London Butler. Number 10, Jade Johnson. Number 9, Abby Lumadu. Number 6, Jaden Perks. And number 24, Reese Hazelton. And now let's see your North Catholic Trojans. Number 39, Elizabeth Mesco. Number 3, Isabella Madonna. Number 24, Elizabeth Mitchell. Number 19, Grace Giggert. Number 34, Emily Adams. Number 31, Izzy Kelly. Number 4, Mackenzie Blackwell. Number 10, Sarah Stager. Number 22, Maddie Dietrich. Number 5, Riley Wada. Number 18, Abby Fettner. Number 26, Aislinn Dockery. Number 16, Ali Mesco. Number 21, Amanda Esser. Number 2, Gabriella Caza. Number 9, Gianna Agulia. Number 25, Katie McNelly. Number 20, McKenny Martha. Number 17, Stephanie Lynch. Number 6, Sydney Jones. Number 11, Alex Sepsit. And number 12, Megan Becker.
And we're back here at North Catholic on the North Catholic Sports Network for set 1 about to begin here in the PIAA state semifinals, girls volleyball class 2A. I want to wish the girls soccer team good luck. They actually started at 5 o'clock today in the state semifinals up at Mars. And it's 0-0 with 11 minutes in the first half left. So good luck to the girls over there. Hopefully they can bring home a victory like they did on Saturday, like the volleyball team did.
Hopefully they're all dressed warm up there with our first little bit of snow coming in this year.
It is nice to play an indoor sport on a day like this. It's
I agree.
Pretty brisk and cold and snowy and windy out there. So who has first serve here? Can you tell? Looks like North Catholic. Tough to tell.
I would tend to say with the libero entering right away for Phillipsburg that I'm going to say it's North. That would just be my guess. And absolutely not. I'm wrong.
Can you see the refs? You know any of them?
Yeah, I do. Actually, tonight, and I am going to miss out. I forget the one's name, and I will definitely get it for you. And to our right, he's an outstanding ref, and I will definitely get his name. We also have our R1 is Chris Rupert. Our R2 is Tim Lutton. And we have on the back line, his name's Carrie. And again, if you give me a little bit, I'll have both their names to, thank them as well.
And Phillipsburg has first serve here in set one. Elizabeth Fesco, a good pass to Sydney Jones. Jones sets Riley Warda off the block. A nice up by Phillipsburg. Keep it alive. They set the back row. Roll shot, easy up for Elizabeth Fesco. Hitting air, North Catholic, point, Phillipsburg.
We just talked a little bit earlier on what things North Catholic needs to do. That first ball they gave to their outside hitter, you keep her out of system. She was pulled in and really didn't have a chance to get a great attack on that first ball.
Phillipsburg takes the lead 1-0 here in set one. Elizabeth Fesco pass to Jones, sets Riley Ward on the outside. Good swing, but a nice up by Phillipsburg. They set the outside. Big, strong swing. There's a kill. Reese Hazelton, as I said in the pregame, averaging 9 kills a set. Put that one away. Phillipsburg takes an early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and I think she's going to keep that consistent throughout the entire match.
Oh, that was probably going out. Serve receive error, North Catholic. I think that might have been a little bit long.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we're all starting with jitters. Could turn around real quick and North Catholic take over, and let's see what Phillipsburg's going to do.
Yep, just need a good pass here to get the offense going.
Right.
And there it is, Elizabeth Fesco to Jones. Jones sets Riley Warda. Timing's a little off. She just puts it across, sets the outside again. Another strong kill down the line. Hazelton again on a great set. Phillipsburg takes an early 4-0 lead here in set one.
Yeah, I think we need to get McNally and Jones. They need to focus right now on just watching her. We said that before in the pregame, and it's looking like that's who they're going to continue to go to.
And we haven't had a swing yet really on offense. Yeah, Elizabeth Fesco, another good pass to Jones. Jones with the tip. That's what you said earlier, and that's huge to stop the momentum by Sydney Jones.
Yes. Sid Jones has to stay live at the net right now, like I said, to keep them true to their defense, true to their blocking.
That's a huge play for the sophomore Sydney Jones to step up and make a huge play to stop the momentum. Bella Madonna, the senior, into serve for North Catholic, trailing 1-4 here in set number one. They set the right side. Little tip. Elizabeth Fesco read it. Pass to Jones. Jones sets Allie Fesco. Allie Fesco, strong swing, but a nice up. And Hazelton puts it down the line again for another kill. Made a nice dig on Allie Fesco's swing. Get it back to Hazelton for another kill. Phillipsburg leads 5-1 here early in set one.
I think North is just going to have to take a little time to get the feel of her on the outside, and they'll come back.
Jones with the tip up, a little too cute, barely outside, wide on the line. Point Phillipsburg. Coach Fetter's trying to get her team going. Trailing 6-1 here in set one. Madonna to Jones. Jones to Allie Fesco with a roll shot. A nice up by Phillipsburg. Sets the outside. Off the block. Kill. Phillipsburg leading 7-1 here early. The block got a piece of that, but then it found the floor for another point for Hazelton.
Yeah, I think one thing we really need to do is blocking for North is to just start to commit to the girl on the outside.
Good pass by Madonna to Jones. Jones sets Allie Fesco. Another nice up. Phillipsburg playing great defense. There's a roll. Oh, a nice up by Elizabeth Fesco. Almost a miscommunication on North Catholic side. 8-1 Phillipsburg. Coach Fetter isn't happy. Phillipsburg fans are going nuts with this early 8-1 lead here in set one.
Yeah.
Coach Fetter calls timeout just to settle them down. They They do look like they had the 3-hour bus ride. They're nervous. They seem jittery out there. They've had a couple swings here, and Phillipsburg has played great defense so far, so they're doing it both offensively and defensively because they've had some nice digs.
Right, I agree. And again, if you're in the huddle over there and you're Coach Feder, you got to get your kids calm down because they don't look like they have a lot of energy right now. Definitely Phillipsburg has some more energy, but I will say if you're in that ball, you just need to tell your middle to commit to the Hazelton on the outside. They haven't even run a middle yet. They ran one right side hit, and it was an easy one. So I would just follow that player everywhere she goes and start it now early on in this match. And
there's Tom Pfeiffer again getting the crowd going there, trying to energize the team. The team just looks a little out of sorts. They're not smiling like they usually are. They all seem a little tight, but just, it's to be expected for a bunch of sophomores and new people. There's another service receive error by North Catholic. Phillipsburg point leading 9-1 here in set one. They just need a good pass here to get the offense going, get a little momentum.
They need to take a couple deep breaths and just settle down.
Oh, there's an overpass. Jones with a block. Point, Phillipsburg. The Jones block went out. Phillipsburg leads 10-1 here in set one. And that might help North Catholic with a service error. Phillipsburg. North Catholic gets to serve. Elizabeth Fesco, the senior libero, is back to serve, trailing 2-10 here in set number one. Set the middle, off, timing's off the tip. Jones sets Ali Fesco. Hitting error. North Catholic thought there might have been a touch, but no touch.
I was calling a touch on that one. Yeah, also, Phillipsburg has a really nice team, but again, they haven't established any middles. If North could pass and also establish our middles, that might help them out a little bit too.
Elizabeth Fesco, good pass to Jones. Jones sets Ali Fesco. Roll shot, they read it. Good cover, set the right side. Little tip, error on Phillipsburg, point North Catholic. Grace Gigger, the senior, number 19, checks in for the sophomore Amanda Esser, number 21. Sydney Jones, the sophomore setter, back to serve for North Catholic. Oh, there's a nice up by Jones off the roof. Good play by Elizabeth Fesco to keep it alive. Good hustle by Jones to get it over to see another day. They set the outside. Little roll shot. Finds the donut. We went for the block on that one, and she saw it and went for the roll shot. Hazelton another kill, leading 12-3 here in set one.
Yeah, and if you saw right before she went back to serve, she got the set on the right side. They're going to give the ball to her every chance they can.
Hazelton now in the back row. We'll see how their offense changes when she's in the back. Up, the next outside hitter just hits a little roll shot, finds the donut. Point Phillipsburg.
Yeah, I think North right now is just so overwhelmed with that one player right now, Hazelton, that they're getting a little out of system.
You'd think it has to help North Catholic now that she's in the back row for 3 rotations, but another serve receive error by North Catholic. There's another timeout by Coach Feder.
So, Mark, you've obviously attended all the matches this year. I haven't attended all the matches, but I've been to several of them, especially, the home matches. My question, I guess, to you would be, has North actually seen a team that's serving this good? Because they are serving really well tonight. I think we are a little bit overwhelmed with it, or just not ourselves.
No, I don't think they have. I think the nerves coupled with strong servers. I mean, we haven't had this many serve receive errors in a match, let alone in a set. We probably have 3 or 4 already here early in set one, and
right.
It's either, like you said, good serving or nerves or a combination of both. But if we can't clean that up, it's going to be a short night for North Catholic tonight because it all starts with the passes.
Right. And North is probably only passing at about a 1.5 right now. They've got to get themselves into the 2 to 2.3 to even be back in this ball game. And another ace after the timeout. Yeah, there's a lot of, I would say not miscommunication, but no communication at all on that one.
14-3. Phillipsburg leads here early in set one. They go right back at Madonna. Nice pass to Jones that time. Timing's off, but Stephanie Lynch gets a kill.
That's right. The timing was off, but I'll tell you, again, Lynch had a nice match on Saturday, and right now she made sure she hung up there high and took care of that ball. That was a nice, impressive play.
The junior Riley Warda checks in number 5 at outside for Bella Madonna, the senior. Allison Fesco, the sophomore, back to serve, trailing 4-15 here in set 1. Sets the outside. Good swing, but a nice block by Giger and Lynch. They set the back row. A nice up by Sydney Jones. They called double.
They called a double on
the set.
So you know what? We'll take that.
I tell you, the North Catholic bench wants to get into it. They haven't had much to cheer about, but I just think we need a little bit of momentum here, a little run, and I think the bench will get into it, and you never know what could happen.
Right.
They set Hazelton in the back row again. Nice up by Ali Fesco. Jones sets Warda. Warda, a nice up by Hazelton from the back, a tight set. Little tip. Lynch with the block, but Phillipsburg keeps it alive. A nice job by Lynch and Jones to keep it alive. Giger, nice ball control. Oh, that looked like another double. They didn't call it. Jones with an up. Elizabeth Fesco sets Warda. Warda with a tip. They read it. Up, set the back row again. A little roll shot. Elizabeth Fesco with a nice up to Jones. Jones sets Giger. Off the block. Set the outside. Another block. They called net violation, North Catholic. That's the longest rally of the game. Ends up with a net violation on North Catholic.
I tell you though, North is starting to figure it out. And again, they let themselves get too far in the hole. But if they can keep bringing it back, and I think that they'll be okay.
Yeah, they seem to be settling down a little bit here.
Right.
They're trailing 16-5. Just want to get a little momentum carried into the next set. Sydney Jones, Stephanie Lynch. There's a kill, Stephanie Lynch.
All right, what did I tell you? If they would run their middles, and right now Lynch is on. She's had a couple nice plays up there. She's really well groomed at the net, and she's very court aware up there.
She doesn't look. She did it in the Whitfield Championship, and she did it last match as well. When they needed a spark, she came in and gave them a couple big kills and a couple blocks.
Yeah, she
Elizabeth
did.
Mitchell, the senior, in to serve. A nice up. They set the middle. Nice block by Katie McNally.
That
wow,
was really nice block. So again, we were talking. If they can get their passing and they can keep running the middles, they're going to start making Osceola start to think of it. Phillipsburg think a little bit.
Exactly. 16-7 North Catholic trails. They set the back row again. Good, strong hit in the back row from Hazelton for a kill. Seemed like a lot of space on North Catholic's side there.
That's kind of like the second or third time they've had some miscommunication on somebody not going for the ball, which I'd like to see, one of the people, and it's usually when Elizabeth's off the court, so we know Elizabeth would be pushing somebody to get it.
Phillipsburg serves, leading 17-7 here in set 1. Elizabeth Fesco, good pass to Jones. Jones sets Riley Ward on the outside. Oh, it's tight. Oh, joust at the net, won by Phillipsburg, but keeps it alive. Warda down the line, a nice up by Phillipsburg again. Back row, little roll shot. Ali Fesco tried to get to it from the back, just pushed it too far. Out. North Catholic trails 7-18 here in set number 1. Still seem a little bit out of sorts. And hopefully they can figure something out before this set ends, at least get momentum going into set 2. Another good hard serve. Elizabeth Fesco, nice up. Sets Warda again. Another good strong swing and a great up by Phillipsburg. Sets the back row again. There's a nice up by Ali Fesco to Jones. Jones sets Warda. Nice job by Phillipsburg to keep it alive. Roll shot. Sydney Jones keeps it up. Elizabeth Fesco sets Grace Giger. Block. Jones keeps it up. Elizabeth Fesco sets Ali Fesco in the back row. Another nice up by Phillipsburg. Nice up by Elizabeth Fesco to Jones. Jones sets Ali Fesco again. There's a kill for Ali Fesco from the back row. That was strong swing from Ali Fesco, and we needed that right there.
Absolutely, and right now you can tell. I personally would say both teams are pretty evenly matched in different respects. We have better offensive weapons, but our defense and our serve receive is not stepping up to the type of play that they need to be right in this match.
Sophomore Gabby Kaza, the serving specialist, checks in to serve. Oh, Phillipsburg, great job to play it off the net and keep it alive. Jones with a tip. Sydney Jones with a kill.
Just when it was needed as well. Sid's going to keep doing that tonight, and she's going to have to do it after she sets the middle and the outside a few times, and then just let them forget she's in the front row and score some points.
Calls it a serve again, trailing 9-18. Set from the back row again. Nice strong swing from Hazelton out of the back row for another kill. I tell you, she's impressive for a freshman.
She's very aggressive. I have a feeling she will be a D1 recruit somewhere someday.
Phillipsburg to serve, leading 19-9 here in set one. I just like North Catholic to put a little pressure on them and see how they react.
I agree.
So far, it's been easy for Phillipsburg, but if we start making a run here, see how they handle the jitters. There's a kill for Riley Ward.
And that's what they're doing right now. They're starting to get into it. Warda's in there, Fesco in the back court, Jones, and obviously we know Stephanie Lynch in there and McNally, but they waited a little bit too long. So let's see if they can close the gap a little bit. Not sure what they'll do with the whole set one, but let's see if they can close it in to carry that momentum into set two as well.
Madonna, the senior, into serve. Hazelton back in the front row, unfortunately for Phillipsburg, with a kill off the tool block to extend the lead to 20-10 here in set number one. Madonna. Oh, Sydney Jones wins the joust against the 6'1" Hazelton. She might not have the size, but she had the strengths and the ups to win the joust at the net for a big point for North Catholic.
She definitely has the jumps, especially if she's anything like her brother. They've got some major jumps with them.
Elizabeth Fesco, the senior, back to serve. Short serve, up, tip. Up, they found the donut. Elizabeth Fesco got a piece of it but couldn't keep it alive. It seems like North Catholic gets 1 or 2 points and that's it. They haven't been able to get on any kind of a run, which is so important for momentum.
Right.
Phillipsburg serving, leading 21-11 here in set number one. Allie Fesco past to Jones, back to Allie Fesco. Roll shot. There's a kill for Allie Fesco.
I totally have called that a double on that one. I'm kind of thinking the officials weren't paying attention on that.
21-12, North Catholic still trails. Grace Giger, the senior, number 19, checks in. Sydney Jones, the sophomore setter, number 5, back to serve for North Catholic here in set one. Hazelton in the middle that time, puts it away. I think we need to figure out some kind of block because it seems like she has all her options open there at the net.
Yeah, she does. And again, that's where I told you just need to get the game plan to point her out to your hitters right away and let them know this is where she's going to attack from. Be ready.
The good news is she moves to the back row for 3 rotations and proceeds to serve the first serve out, service error, and all of a sudden this game is only 22-14.
Right.
I mean, it was 10-1 at one point. So since that 10-1 spot, North has hung. And a couple more points. There's an ace for Allie Fesco.
Right.
I think, Phillipsburg might start feeling it here if we run off a few more points.
And the thing is that would be good is if North can come back and just have a strong finish, because going into set 2, that'll help them out a lot.
Set the outside. Roll shot, Elizabeth Fesco with a nice up. You said Allie Fesco in the back row. Up, hitting there, Allie Fesco.
Just slightly missed.
Good idea. It worked last time, just a little long that time. Point, Phillipsburg now leading 23-15 here in set number one. Elizabeth Fesco with a good pass to Jones. Jones sets Stephanie Lynch, and there she goes again.
I tell you, she's what, 3 for 3?
That's Stephanie Lynch's 3rd kill to lead North Catholic here in set number one. Senior Elizabeth Mitchell back to serve, trailing 15-23. There's a service error, North Catholic, to make it 24-15 set point.
Let's see if they can at least win this point. Close the gap a hair.
Allie Fesco to Jones. Jones sets Elizabeth Fesco. And that's it. Phillipsburg wins set one, 25-15. Coach Feder's not happy about that last point. I'm not really sure what happened there, but she didn't like something about that.
I think she didn't like the fact that none of the blockers were even aggressive to go up and try and push that one down. The way their setter came in to tip that's an easy pushback in their face, and we weren't being aggressive. So North needs to be a lot more assertive tonight. I've noticed a couple things. Again, we've talked about their serve, receive, and defense. They're taken back a little bit, but, the only one right now, it looks to me, that's really getting great passes for us to run the offense is Elizabeth Fezco. And she's, if I'm their coach, I'm saying don't serve the libero, but you really need to, Bella Madonna to get back into it, the communication to open up, so that way they can run the middle. We see what Lynch is doing. She's doing what she should be doing. Also, I would like to see, I would love to see Allie Fezco in the front row when Reese is in the back row. And let's see if Allie can wear her down. Make her play tougher defense of those two being opposite of each other.
That's interesting. I didn't think about that. That's a very good point. I tell you what, that was, although they lost, North lost 25-15, it was almost like the tale of two sets. The first half of that set was clearly dominated by Phillipsburg. I think they were up 10-1 and 15-4 or something like that. But since, after that second time out, and maybe it's easier for Phillipsburg because they have such a big lead. But North played even, if not won, the second half of that set. So like you said, hopefully they get some momentum from that. They had some nice passes, some nice sets, some nice kills. Hopefully they believe they can do it. But they do need to figure out something about Hazelton, because not only did she put a bunch away, she had no errors. I don't think she had any.
No, I don't think she did either. And she's doing a lot of off speeds and a lot of off speed shots. And so she'll swing, and then when she gets that off speed, North is back on their heels. They just need to play the defense they know how to play.
Yeah, I think, hopefully after this intermission between sets, they settle down. They say, look, we've been here before. We're as good as this team. We show we can do it in the second half of the set, and just go out there and see what happens this set and see if any adjustments are made. It'll be interesting to see what, if any, adjustments are made here. And I think it's just really important here for North to get out to a good start, because if they drop down again 5 or 10 points, I think it's going to, based on the body language I saw earlier in that set, it's going to be tough for them to come back. So I think a good start is crucial here in set 2, and we do have first serve. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a run. Last set also, it seemed like it was 1 or 2 serves and out for us. We never had more, any kind of a run,
right?
Which is so important.
And like you said, I think North did. You could give them the second half of that first set, but you can't get down, especially in a playoff match like this. You cannot let a team come up, score 10 points up on you already.
I tell you, I like the body language and the looks on the girls' faces. They're back. I don't know what was said, but they seem to be smiling more, and they seem looser. Now we'll see if it stays when the play begins, but they just seem looser right now than they were to start. Bella Madonna, the senior, back to serve. They're setting Hazelton on the outside. And there's a great block to start from Sydney Jones. They keep it alive, and there's just a free ball coming over. Madonna with the up. Jones sets Allie Fezco. Good strong swing. They keep it alive. Jones sets Allie Fezco. She slipped a little bit up just wide on the kill.
It was just wide, but I'll tell you what, she had the right thought. That's a great thought. If she can get that ball in bounds, she could do that all night. She's going to score big points.
We didn't get the point, but a much better start to the set.
Absolutely.
Elizabeth Fezco, good pass to Jones. Jones sets Allie Fezco. Nice strong swing, but block gets a piece of it. They go to Hazelton outside, and there goes down the line again. She's just going right down the back, right back all day.
Yeah, she's found a spot back there that she likes, and she's not going to go away from it. I don't think we've really seen her hit one hard cross court.
If we don't get a piece of that, it's going to be a long night. Madonna to Jones. Jones sets Allie Fezco. The roll shot. Nice up. Oh, they called a double on Jones. Jones went with the tip, and Hazelton was there to block her.
Yeah, her tip was a little bit, she fronted the net a little bit too much, so Hazelton read that one easy.
So much for the good start. 3-0 Phillipsburg early in set 2. Jones sets Allie Fezco off the net. Good swing, but a great up by Hazelton. Oh, that's a double. They didn't call it. There's a hitting error by Phillipsburg.
Hitting error if they didn't call the double, right?
Point North Catholic, trailing 1-3 here in set 2. Already down 1-0. Elizabeth Fezco, the senior libero, back to serve. Good short serve. They anticipated it. They set to Hazelton in the middle. Oh, nice up by Elizabeth Fesco. And Jones, a great hustle to keep it alive. And Elizabeth Fesco brings it over. They set Hazelton again. And there's a kill off the block that time. Yeah. Hazelton is a one-man wrecking machine right now.
She is, and that's what we talked about at the beginning of the game. Sometimes you only need that one player that's as strong as her, and she can take control and own the whole match. And she is doing that right now.
Phillipsburg leads 4-1 here in set number 2. Short serve, Allie Fesco with a good pass to Jones. Jones sets Stephanie Lynch. Block, but great cover by Elizabeth Fesco. Go to Allie Fesco. Allie Fesco to self-defense up. Another kill for Hazelton.
I'll tell you, I know that Lynch got blocked, but guess what? If you really paid attention to that, they actually had their double block on her, and now they are showing respect to her because she played so well the first set.
Tell you, Phillipsburg's playing some great defense, too.
Yes, they are.
Up. There's a point on the serve. Phillipsburg. Coach Feder calls an early timeout here, trailing 6-1. That was just some bad luck there, a serve off the net. But I'm very impressed with not only Hazelton and Phillipsburg, but their defense. They're making a lot of nice digs and ball control and keeping the ball alive to give their team a chance to get a point.
They are.
We've had some good swings, and they're digging them. It seems like there's 10 of them on the court because there's not much open space,
right.
It seems like. I don't know if it's the block or what it is.
And I'll tell you, not only is Hazelton a great player out there, she's just commanding, and they are all following right around her. She is setting the tempo for every single point that's scored out there.
I tell you, Tom Pfeiffer's trying to get this crowd going. He's trying to get these girls fired up. He wants to go back to the state championship. He's doing all he can to get the crowd going.
Yeah, he is, and I hope North can come alive here soon.
He's got an update from the girls' soccer game, tied at 0 at the half. So 0-0 for the girls' soccer team in the state semifinals over at Mars at the half. And here, unfortunately, North Catholic girls trailing 1-0 and trailing 6-1. And just like that, a new update. Sharpless just scored to start the second half. North Catholic now leads 1-0. And service error, Phillipsburg here in the gym for North Catholic Point, now trailing 6-2 here in set 2. Sydney Jones back to serve. Senior Grace Giger checks in. Out of system here. Should be advantage North Catholic, and there it is.
And that's the thing. If you're North's coach, you're saying 1 point at a time. Focus them on maybe getting to 5. Focus them on 10. Don't give them the big 25 at the end. You got to do one thing at a time.
Jones to serve again. Set the outside. Another hitting error. Hitting error, Phillipsburg, point North Catholic. Again, that North Catholic bench and this crowd is just ready to cheer. They just need something to cheer for. So Here's a little bit of a run by Sydney Jones. 6-4, North Catholic trails. Set her on the right side. There's a hitting error. The first one of the match. Phillipsburg starting to feel it. The student section here in North is getting a little loud too. Hey, Phillipsburg subbing here.
There's some miscommunication on that. That sub should not have been able to come in, but maybe it's the loudness and they didn't hear the R1 call or blow the whistle.
Jones to serve. Oh, great serve. Free ball coming over. Advantage North Catholic. Jones to Allie Fesco. Block or a hitting error. North Catholic. Point Phillipsburg. 7-5. Phillipsburg leads.
And now all North wants to do is get a nice servicing pass right here. Maybe run Lynch right up the middle, score a point, and be back within 1.
Hazelton serving, but she's in the back row now. Allie Fesco over. Hazelton in the back row. Set the middle. There's a little push off the block. Elizabeth Fesco keeps it alive. To Jones, to Allie Fesco. Phillipsburg sets the outside. Off the tip. Oh, net violation, North Catholic again. Stephanie Lynch is going for the block, and I guess she's touching the net. That's a shame because North Catholic had a nice dig on that. Point Phillipsburg leading 8-5. Hazelton in the back serving. Got to stop the run here. Phillipsburg sets the outside. Roll shot, Allie Fesco with a nice up to Jones. Jones to Allie Fesco. There's a kill, Allie Fesco.
And that's what we need to keep having right there. Allie just put a ball away just like that.
That's her first kill of this set, third kill of the match. She now goes back to serve. Riley Warda checks in.
And you kind of saw my point back there. Reese Hazelton was back there, and Allie just scored on me. Maybe you want to keep her at the net while she's
That looked like
in the
a
back.
So explain to me what a back row attack is, because that looked awfully close, if my understanding.
They're allowed to, as long as they're on the line or behind the line, they are allowed to land in front of the line.
But she has to start from behind the line? That looked pretty close to me.
Yeah, it did look close to me, too.
Regardless, Point Phillipsburg leading 9-6 here in set 2, already leading 1-0. Oh, that's just bad luck again. Off the top of the tape, drops down, nothing you can do about it.
No, there isn't.
Does extend the lead to 11-6 for Phillipsburg here. Jones sets Ward on the outside. His swing, a tight pass off the net. And there's a kill for Riley Ward.
Nice. And right now, your outside hitters, what you want to do is hit in the seam like they just did. If you're hitting the seam, maybe we'll get some out-of-system balls by Phillipsburg tonight.
Elizabeth Mitchell, the senior, in to serve for North Catholic, trailing 7-10 here in set 2. Unfortunately, service error, North Catholic.
Yeah, right at this point right now, when you're getting in within 2 and 3 points, we don't want serving errors.
You can't do that against a team like this. You're going to have to earn every point, and you can't give them free points.
Right.
Phillipsburg serves, leading 11-7. Allie Fesco to Warda, to Elizabeth Fesco. She brings it over. Phillipsburg sets Hazelton in the back again. A little roll shot. Nice up by Elizabeth Fesco to Allie Fesco. Sets the outside. Good strong swing. Great up by Elizabeth Fesco to Jones. Sets Warda. Block. McNelly keeps it alive. Elizabeth Fesco sets Warda again with a roll shot. Nice up. Set the middle. Little pushover. Jones sets Warda again. She goes cross court. Another nice up. Roll shot to the back corner. Get the line in the back corner. Phillipsburg. Another long rally. Point Phillipsburg.
Yeah. And I don't think North has really faced a team that's going to keep bringing the ball back as well as Phillipsburg is doing tonight.
That is for sure. North trails 12-7 here. Need a good pass and to stop the momentum here. They're on a little bit of a run. Grace Giger with the kill. That's a huge kill for Grace Giger, the senior, to stop the momentum, get the service back to North Catholic.
Right. That was a really nice swing.
Gabby Kaza, number 2, the sophomore, in to serve for North Catholic, trailing 8-12 here in set number 2. Tight pass, tip.
Again, it's still a little bit of miscommunication out there. There's no time to hesitate. You got to go for every ball.
Yeah, the setter pulled a Sydney Jones there and did a reverse tip and found the open space. Nice play by the setter to extend the lead to 13-8 here in set number 2. Deep serve, Elizabeth Fesco to Jones. Jones sets Warda. Warda goes cross court. Look at that. That's what you're talking about right there. What a play by Phillipsburg. Miscommunication. They keep it alive. Oh, that was just all kinds of mess there.
I'll tell you, when it's a little bit ugly on both sides down there, it is a little bit ugly. There's just a lot of stuff being thrown around the net that I'm surprised there hasn't been a couple calls on that right there.
Maybe that's what North Catholic needs, because they got away with one there and got a lucky
did.
point. Bella Madonna, the senior, in to serve, trailing 9-13 here in set 2. We really need a run. A nice play by the setter on a tight pass. Allie Fesco with the kill.
And she should be swinging down line when she's matched up with their setter right now. If I'm Jones, I'm pushing that ball out there and tell her, paint the line all night long.
Hazelton's back in the front row, I think, unfortunately.
She is.
Madonna to serve, trailing 10-13. And they're going to Hazelton on the outside. It's just a roll shot. Yep. Didn't hit it hard that time, but found that right back again.
Yeah, I think our defense right now, they're not reading what she's doing. Her body momentum is telling if she's going to hit on off speed. Her body momentum is shifting and showing us that she's going to hit line. So they need to start watching her and not the ball.
Nice serve, nice up by Madonna to Jones. Jones to Allie Fesco, block, and nice up by Elizabeth Fesco. Jones to Allie Fesco again, roll shot. There's a point, Allie Fesco.
And what Allie's doing right now is doing a very good job of answering right back, against Reese Hazelton. She's doing a very nice job, and if she keeps that up, it's a great thing for North Catholic tonight.
That's Allie Fesco's third kill, heating up here in set 2. Elizabeth Fesco with a good hard serve. They set Hazelton in the middle. Just kind of throws it over there. Point Hazelton and Phillipsburg to extend the lead to 15-11. Once again, no momentum for North. It's a 1 and out on the serves. They get a nice kill, and then they get 1 point, and they give it right back. They got to really go on a run here to stop Phillipsburg from extending the lead. Phillipsburg to serve, leading 15-11 here in set number 2. Elizabeth Fesco sets Allie Fesco, goes deep, tight pass to keep it alive. The outside slow roll shot. Bella Madonna to Jones. Jones to Allie Fesco with the tip. Oh, they're out of system here. Should be advantage North Catholic. Jones with the tip. A nice play by Phillipsburg. And then Jones blocks Hazelton, but they keep it alive again. Madonna to Jones. Set was wide. Point Phillipsburg. Another good rally there. Jones had a nice block, nice tip, but Phillipsburg did a great job keeping the ball alive.
Yeah.
And like you said, we haven't seen any team keep the ball up as much as they're doing so far here. Nice hard serve. Elizabeth Fesco goes to Allie Fesco off the net. He goes deep. There's a push. There's a double contact. Phillipsburg to cut the lead to 16-12 here in set 2.
It's a good time for that to come as well.
Grace Giger, the senior, number 19, checks in at right side. Sydney Jones, the sophomore, setter, back to serve, trailing 12-16. Tight pass that could have been carried. They didn't call it. Jones goes to Allie Fesco on the outside. Allie Fesco with another kill.
We can get those out to Allie Fesco. If Jones can connect with her right there. That's where she's been scoring, right back there in that split by the 6.
So North Catholic cuts it to 3 again, and then unfortunately a service error. Once again, only 1 point, and then it goes back to Phillipsburg. And the closer you get to 25, the more you can't do that, unfortunately. Hazelton now in the back row and serving for Phillipsburg, so we'll see how that plays out. Allie Fesco to Jones. Jones to Stephanie Lynch with another kill. Stephanie Lynch has the Midas touch. Everything she touches now is a point.
And that team, they only respected her 1 time. And again, if we could only keep the passing consistent, Steph Lynch could be out there, putting some major points on the board. But
Allie Fesco to serve. They set the outside. They just push it over. Jones is out. Goes to Elizabeth Fesco. Sets Riley Warda. Warda off the block. Kill Riley Warda. And there's a timeout from Phillipsburg.
So, Mark, as I was saying earlier, if you ever want to make a switch, right, and you switch Allie Fesco and Warda, flip-flop them right now, you think what Allie Fesco would be doing. Warda's a great, swings real well, right? But Fez swings a little harder, and right now, with their big girl in the back row, you start to wear her down a little bit, and you make her have to think more about playing defense and less about having her offense go.
So we did make that switch this set, or we didn't? Did we switch?
We did not.
She's still not opposite of her. Okay.
Yeah, she's still matched up with their big girl.
Well, this will be very interesting here because Phillipsburg hasn't faced any adversity yet this whole match. And they're still up 2, which is crazy to say that's adversity with a 1-0 lead.
Right.
But this is the closest North Catholic's been. A great bounce back for North Catholic. They were trailing this set, I believe, 5-1 early. They were trailing 4 points all the way through. They've now cut it to 2. Hopefully they can keep the run going and cut into that lead even more here in set 2.
And they better be aware of where Reese is right now because their setter's back row. We're not going to see much action from her.
So Allie Fesco to serve. And then again, after a timeout, float serve, a little long service error. Again, that's going to be really tough to overcome against a team as good as Phillipsburg.
Yeah, I agree. If she could have scored that point, that would have been really big for North Catholic.
15-18, North Catholic trails. They really need a good pass right here and to get a 1 and out right now. That was deep. Allie Fesco, good pass to Jones. Jones with the tip to Lynch. There's Lynch again.
I'll tell you, she's seeing what's going on over there. When she hits, she knows where to hit. When she's ready to say, hey, the ball isn't exactly where I want it, but I'm going to put it in a spot and I'm going to score a point for this North Catholic team.
That's Lynch's second kill of the set and her 5th kill of the match. Elizabeth Mitchell, the senior, in to serve, trailing 16-18. Oh my goodness. I don't think we've seen that all year.
I don't either, and that's the problem. That's the part of this set right now. So set 1, we know how the tempo was. Set 2, again, a little bit of miscommunication. You want to win this game, everybody needs to be aggressive and go after that ball.
North Catholic gives them a free point to make it 16-19. Giger with the swing. There's Grace Giger with another kill. The senior, Grace Giger, stepping up. That's huge. That's 2 kills for her in 2 attempts.
Right. I'd probably be utilizing her a little bit more in this offense because they forget she's over there as well.
Gabby Kaza, the sophomore, in to serve, trailing 17-19 here in set 2. Serve tight. They bring it across. Elizabeth Fesco to Jones. McNally across, but they keep it alive. Seth Hazelton in the back row. Oh, it looked like it might be long, but the ref was right there and called it in. Found a seam from the back row. 17-20. Phillipsburg extends the lead here in set number 2. Again, we need a 1 and out here. If they get on a run here, it might be too little, too late.
And our friend is back in the front row.
Jones to Warda. Nice up. Oh, they set Hazelton, but she kind of throws it over again. They don't call carry. Point, Phillipsburg. There's a timeout coming, North Catholic. Oh, nope. Thought so.
I thought so, too.
Maybe she asked how many timeouts she has left. Oh, good thing she didn't. It worked anyway. Service error.
That helps, just a couple second delay before the server's allowed to serve, and you score the point. So I kind of give that point to Coach Federer on that one.
18-21, North Catholic trails. The senior Bella Madonna back to serve for North Catholic here in set number 2. Here comes Hazelton. Puts it down. I didn't see a block. I didn't see much there. Found the open space. Phillipsburg leads 22-18 here in set number 2.
I actually think their block timing's off just a hair because they look like they're closing the block and they're out there. And, I just think they're almost coming down as she's swinging.
So much better performance from North Catholic in this set. Unfortunately, though, they're still down 18-22, but I can think of probably 3 or 4 points that were uncharacteristic of North to give to the other team, whether it be a miscommunication or a service receive error or just something we haven't seen all year. But again, not taking any away from Phillipsburg. They're playing an unbelievable match right here. They're strong offensively. Their passing has been great. Their defense has been stellar.
And they're definitely passing, like I told you. I thought North was passing down in a 1-5. They brought it back probably to about a 2-0. Phillipsburg's out there. They got to be passing it at least a 2.3 or 2.5 because they're getting some nice sets and some nice swings.
So North Catholic trails 1-0 already and trails 18-22 here in set 2. Elizabeth Fesco, good pass to Jones. Jones sets Allie Fesco. It's tight on the outside. They keep it alive. Hazelton off the block or the net. Point Hazelton. She didn't get all of it, but still a point.
No, I think it was off the net, and that's similar to when a serve hits the net and then just drops over. I think it was a kind of like the same thing that just happened.
23-18. Phillipsburg extending the lead here in set 2. Madonna to Jones. Jones throws it across. They set the outside again. Hitting error, but they call a net violation on North Catholic.
Wow.
The one time there's a hitting error, they call the net violation. That's, I think, 3rd net violation on North, maybe because they're trying to get that perfect block. Haven't called any on Phillipsburg yet.
They called that on Jones, and I'll tell you, I didn't see her in the net at all.
It's now set
I thought
point.
It was a great block.
Allie Fesco with another kill. That's Allie's 5th kill of the set, but it's still 24-19, set point for Phillipsburg. Elizabeth Fesco back to serve. She needs quite a run here. Just throws it across that time. Jones to Ali Fesco. Off the block. They keep it alive. That's that great defense again. Oh, they thought it was around the antenna. They didn't call it. Ali Fesco, what a play by Phillipsburg to keep it alive. Self-defense. They said Ali Fesco again. Roll shot, they cover it. There's a block by Sydney Jones.
Tell you, Fez hit one right at her, and the way it pegged that girl in the chest, but they still brought the ball back.
24-20, North still trails, but what great effort there by North Catholic to stay alive. Up, there's the kill from the middle to end it. Again, went to that back right side. Point, and set 2 goes to Phillipsburg. We'll take a quick break and be right back with set number 3 in a moment. So we're back here at North Catholic High School for the PIAA Class 2A girls semifinal matchup. The Lady Mounties of Phillipsburg lead North Catholic 2-0 here with scores of 25-20 and 25-15. Karen, if you're Coach Fetter right now, what are you telling your team?
I believe that she's going to have to just keep telling them that their communication and their defense and serve receive is not on right now, but it's not over. You know, the first set gone, and while the way they battled back in the second set, it's at crucial points when you're within 1 or 2 points, you've got to push hard to get the next point instead of losing it. They're closing the gap, but they're not taking over the gap. Right now, take a couple deep breaths and go out there and control the game like we talked about earlier. Set the tone and make them play at your speed. We're playing at their tempo as opposed to making them play at our tempo. When we start making them play at our tempo, you see what happens over there. They get a little bit frazzled, and that's how we're getting back into the match.
Yeah, I said it last set also. I think the first few points of this set is going to be important. Although we did drop down last set 5-1 and came back and made it much closer of a game. But now, hopefully, she just tells them, look, we're, nothing to lose now. The odds are against us. Let's just go out there and play the way we know how. And if they beat us playing our best, they beat us playing our best. But unfortunately, we haven't played our best yet tonight.
Right.
I'd like to see what, no miscommunications, no balls dropping with people looking at each other, just to see if we play our best, what it's going to be. And to see Phillipsburg get down and see how, if they do get behind, they haven't been trailing this whole match yet.
Right now, it's not like they're really worried about anything. Yeah. They're just going to keep playing the way they know how. There
were some signs of good things that second set for North, so hopefully they can put that together.
Right, I totally agree on that.
Good pass by Elizabeth Fesco to Jones. Jones sets Riley Warda. There's a block. Great up by Jones. Amanda Esser sets Ali Fesco in the back. Just knocks it across. Setting the outside, a tight set. There's a little roll shot.
So, Mark, I'm not sure if you've listened at all, but when we get a ball and we give them an easy pass over the net, if you're watching Hazelton out on the outside and she's screaming go, she's waiting for that shoot to cruise across the net, and that's what's happening. We cannot keep giving them easy free balls.
Great pass by Elizabeth Fesco to Jones. Jones sets Warda. Good hit by Warda, but they keep it in again. But a free ball for North Catholic. Should be advantage North. Katie McNally with the kill.
Right out of the middle. That was very nice.
Tell you what, the middle's been working.
I know it has.
With Stephanie Lynch and now McNally, if she can heat up. But it all starts, you got to have a good pass to get to the middle. That was
Right.
out of system, free ball. Elizabeth Fesco, great pass to Jones with a great set to McNally. Bella Madonna, the senior, in to serve 1-1 here in set 3. Setting the outside. There's a hitting error.
I think that might have been her second one all night.
That gives North Catholic, I believe, its first lead of the match. 2-1 here early in set 3. A little push across. Elizabeth Fesco reads it to Jones. Jones goes to Allie Fesco. There's a tip. Allie Fesco with a kill.
Very nice again, but our passes are good right now, so that's where we're being able to score.
It all starts with the pass.
It
Allie
does.
Fesco's 8th kill of the set. North Catholic extends the lead to 3-1. Madonna with a good serve. Setting the outside. Oh, Elizabeth Fesco gets a piece of it. Unfortunately, such a strong hit. Carries out of bounds. Point, Phillipsburg.
We got to get this ball right now off the serve.
You got to stop the runs. No runs for
Right.
them. If we can keep them one serving out. Elizabeth Fesco with a good pass to Jones. Jones sets Allie Fesco on the outside. Goes across. That's got to be around the antenna. Oh,
I can't believe that they didn't have a net call.
something seemed off there. I'm not sure what happened.
I honestly think that Phillipsburg was all over the net on that one. I could be wrong, but
Great hustle by Hazelton to get the ball from the bench.
Right.
Must have came inside the antenna and then just a little off on the timing. Point Phillipsburg. Elizabeth Fesco to Jones to Allie Fesco. Another roll. They read that. Comes across. There's a push. Madonna reads it that time to Jones to Allie Fesco. Another nice up by Phillipsburg to Hazelton. Goes down the line once again. Coach Fetter talking to the blockers about where she wants them aligned.
yeah, she's telling
The
her to bring her
Phillipsburg takes the
hand
lead 4-3.
inside and turn the ball in towards the court so she can get it instead opposed to her hands facing the opposite team's bench.
Elizabeth Fesco with a good pass to Jones. Jones sets Allie Fesco. Pushes it deep. They read it. Here comes Hazelton again. Another strong kill. Elizabeth Fesco gets a piece but carries out of bounds. North's got to really stop the bleeding right here before this gets out of hand. Phillipsburg extends the lead to 5-3 here in set number 3. Allie Fesco to Jones. Jones back to Allie Fesco. A strong kill off the net. Look at that play off the net. They keep it alive. Jones to Allie Fesco again. There's a roll shot, Allie Fesco.
She scored a couple on those roll shots, and she's at a good spot. She's keeping it right around the 10-foot line. When she gets it deeper there to pick it up, but when she keeps it short like that, she's going to score on them.
Stephanie Lynch checks in. She's been strong in this match so far. Elizabeth Fesco in to serve. They tried to sub, and the ref raved it off. They set the middle. There's a little push. Sydney Jones keeps it up to Elizabeth Fesco to Allie Fesco. Just puts it across. They're coming to Hazelton in the middle. And there it is, back right again. Point Hazelton.
She's really communicating well with her setter. If you heard her right there, instead of calling a go, she called a 32 and ran a ball almost right out of the middle. She's a very strong, outstanding player.
Phillipsburg leads 6-4 here in set number 3, already leading 2-0. Serve to Allie Fesco, the pass. Jones back to Allie Fesco. The roll, they read it. It's going to be a free ball. Should be advantage North Catholic. Madonna to Jones. Jones to Allie Fesco. Another strong swing, but they keep it alive. And they get a hit up, hitting error.
Yeah, again, as we keep saying, they're bringing the ball back in. That was a great pass back there by Bella Madonna.
North Catholic cuts the lead to 5, serving 6 here in set number 3. Sydney Jones back to serve. Hazelton in the middle. The timing was a little off. A great up by Jones to Elizabeth Fesco to Allie Fesco. Roll shot, they read it. Hazelton's on the outside. Roll, hitting error. Hazelton, Phillipsburg, point North Catholic.
I was a little nervous there. I thought Hazelton was going to crank one down the line right there.
Coach Fetter's trying to get the team fired up. I've never seen her so excited over there, trying to will them to victory. 6-6. Jones, good serve. They're out of system. Free ball coming over. Advantage North Catholic. Jones to Fesco. Another strong swing, but they keep it up. They're out of system again. Look for Lynch on this one.
Right.
Jones up to Ali Fesco again. Goes cross court, kill Ali Fesco.
It's a nice swing, a nice hard cross court. I did think they were going to go to Steph Lynch on that one. But hey, we'll give it to Fez and a point for North Catholic.
Fesco hasn't tried that cross kill much. Maybe they saw something and opened it up, but extends North Catholic's lead to 7-6. Jones to serve. Tough pass. Free ball coming over again. That's the third free ball in a row. Ali Fesco to Jones. Back to Ali Fesco. Up she goes with the roll. They read it. Hazelton in the middle, just throws it across. Jones keeps it up. There's a push. A nice up by Elizabeth Fesco to Madonna. Tight to Ali Fesco. Great job by Ali Fesco to keep it in play. Hazelton with a swing. Jones keeps it up. Elizabeth Fesco to Ali Fesco. Hard swing. Here comes Hazelton. Down the line again. In? Yes, it was in.
Well,
barely in down the line.
That was a great rally, and I give it to Fesco out there because I thought that once she was going to go in the net or hit the antenna, and she made a nice play to get it over and keep the rally alive. Unfortunately, the point went their way.
7-7. Hazelton moves to the back row. Madonna with the pass to Jones. Jones goes to Giger. Block Phillipsburg. Point Phillipsburg to take the lead 8-7. So far, North Catholic has done a good job this set of not letting them get on a run. Short serve, miscommunication. See, it's just all out of sorts on that play. Up right from the serve. She went short on it. Extend the lead to 9-7. She's in the back row. We'll see if they set her in the back row. Phillipsburg leads 9-7. Now a hard serve after a soft serve. She's a good player all around.
Right.
10-7. Phillipsburg extends the lead. North Catholic really has to stop the bleeding right here to have a chance. Madonna with the pass to Jones. Jones sets Ali Fesco from the back. She rolls it across. The timing was a little off. Miscommunication. Lynch with the block.
Yeah, there was a lot of miscommunication right there. And Stephanie Lynch didn't let that bother her at all.
Tell you, Stephanie Lynch is having a great match so far. North Catholic cuts the lead to 8-10. Ali Fesco back to serve here in set number 3. Deep serve, they keep it in. Set Hazelton in the back row. There's another good strong swing. A nice up by Ali Fesco to Jones. Jones sets Warda. There's a kill for Riley Warda.
And again, Ali Fesco had the same luck or the same shots back there to score points. If Warda can keep it just between the libero and Hazelton right there, they're scoring points right on that defense.
That's Warda's fourth kill of the match. North Catholic now trails 9-10. Little roll shot over. Jones keeps it alive. Ali Fesco sets Grace. Elizabeth Fesco sets Grace Giger. Hitting error, North Catholic. She was 2 for 2 before that. Just that one got away from her a little bit.
Right. In a match this tight, you just have to answer each other's points and not create errors because that's when the gap starts between the both teams.
11-9. Phillipsburg leads. Off the net serve, Elizabeth Fesco gets it up to Warda. Warda puts it across. They keep it alive. Set the right side. Off the net, up, they called it down. It looked like almost a pancake by Jones. Great hustle, but it hit the ground. 12-9, Phillipsburg extends the lead. It's getting to danger point right now, Karen.
It definitely is.
Phillipsburg serves. Deep serve, Ali Fesco with a good pass to Jones. Jones to Stephanie Lynch, and she does it again.
Well, if I am the coach right now, I am saying keep Lynch on the court. When she gets on that court, do nothing but set her wherever she is because she's tipping, she's hitting, she's rolling, and she is scoring points tonight.
That's Lynch's 7th kill in the match. Elizabeth Mitchell, the senior, into serve. Deep serve, a nice up. They push it across. Sneaky play, finds the donut. 13-10, Phillipsburg extends the lead. Once again, back to one serve and out for North Catholic.
Yeah, let's see if Jones, well, hopefully Jones will answer on one of those right back at him.
Yeah, she hasn't tried that much since the first set.
Right.
Since she got blocked, I think, on the one. She hasn't gone back to it, but you're right, maybe some good thing to try right now. Ali Fesco, a good pass to Jones. Jones sets Riley Warda. Nice up by Phillipsburg. A little out of system coming across. Elizabeth Fesco to Jones to Warda. Warda down the line for a kill.
Like to see that from Warda. She's coming alive too. She's scoring some good points. So now the North is looking like they're getting back in system. Warda's scoring when Warda's in the back row. Allie's coming up. We're getting Lynch doing some things.
That's Warda's 5th kill in the match. Gabby Kaza in to serve for North Catholic. Set the Hazelton in the back row. There's a kill down. Went the opposite cry that time. Hazelton with a kill from the back row. I'm not sure what the score is. I think it's 14-11. Phillipsburg to serve, leading 14-11. Amanda Esser with a good pass to Jones. Jones sets Warda off the tip. A great play by Phillipsburg. Good read by Elizabeth Fesco. Warda again with the kill.
Good for Warda. She's answering right back at him right now. She's doing a really nice job.
See, by far this is North Catholic's best offensive set, and I think it all, like you said, starts with the pass.
Yeah, and they've cleaned up their passing, and that's why they're in this game. And let's see if they can take the lead right now.
Madonna, the senior, in to serve. They set the right side. Hitting error.
That sure was close, I'll tell you.
That was very close, but the ref saw it right away.
I'll tell you, Bella Madonna's been a great server this season. Let's see if she can get a couple more points to get North back in.
97% serve percentage on the year. And then what just is on cue.
Hopefully I didn't jinx her.
One of her few serving errors on the year.
Yeah, she's a strong server.
Jaden Kurtz will serve for Phillipsburg Osceola.
Elizabeth Fesco with a good pass to Jones. Jones sets Allie Fesco on the outside. Another nice up by Phillipsburg. They're out of system here. They're looking at each other. Up, hitting air.
Well, Phillipsburg's coach does not like when they get out of system at all. Even now they've maintained the lead, got back in the lead and stuff.
He probably isn't upset much because it hasn't happened much. Elizabeth Fesco to serve. Trailing 15-14. There's another hitting error. 2 hitting errors in a row from Phillipsburg to tie the set 3 up to 15-15. Elizabeth Fesco, the libero, still back to serve for North Catholic.
And North needs to be paying attention to where Hazelton is right now.
She's back in the front row. Here she comes down the middle. Just a little pushover. And there's Jones with the tip. A great play by Hazelton to keep it alive. Oh, and Sydney Jones says not this time.
Sydney Jones owned that point. She took control, and that's what we need to keep seeing from her because we know she's a strong player, and she can really run a match or run her team the way she wants to do it.
Huge play by the sophomore Sydney Jones. Elizabeth Fesco, another short serve. And Sydney Jones does it again on an overpass.
Amazing. She's ready.
And there's timeout, Phillipsburg. North Catholic finally has something to cheer about. The student section's into it. The bench is into it. But they got a long way to go, but they are finally leading 17-15 here in set 3.
If I'm Coach Feder in the huddle right now, I am looking at every one of my players and saying, if you take your eyes off of Hazelton, you're done. I would be so upset with them because they're going to start giving her the ball because she is the person that takes control of this match tonight.
Yeah, they've been out of system more the last few points, and even when they're not, they're not getting the great passes, so the setter hasn't been able to set her. She's still getting her swings, but she's tipping a lot more.
Right.
Because they're not perfect sets, and they're not in the system like they usually are. So this is huge coming out of the timeout. Elizabeth Fesco, the senior, hopefully can get that serve in, and hopefully they can keep this lead going. This is the first real run they've had. They were trailing 15-13. Now they're leading 17-15 in set 3. Another short serve. They're going to a little pushover. They read it that time. Jones went for it. Just a little bit long.
I don't think she really had much else to do. Any other choice, as tight as it was, I would have, if I was her, I would have done the exact same thing. Unfortunately, it went a little bit long, but it was a great, great move by Sydney Jones.
Phillipsburg serves, trailing 17-16 here in set 3, but they are leading 2-0. Allie Fesco with a good pass to Jones. Jones sets Allie Fesco. Oh, they call a block. That was close. Jones sets Allie Fesco again. She goes a roll shot. Coming back to Hazelton. That was out. Oh, that looked out, and they called it in.
That was out.
That was close.
Yeah, we're not on that side, so if it was in, it was just in.
The bench wanted an out call. The Ref called it in to tie it up 17-17. Ali Fesco, good pass to Jones. Jones goes back to Ali Fesco. Tip, they read it, but they're out of system here. Hits it from the back. A nice up by Bella Madonna to Jones. Jones to Ali Fesco. There's a kill for Ali Fesco.
And that was a great dig by Bella Madonna back there. She's playing a good set right now.
Great job by Madonna to keep that point alive and lead to a point. Ali Fesco's 6th kill of the set and her 13th kill of the match. Sydney Jones, the sophomore, back to serve, leading 18-17. Tight pass. They set the outside. There's a block. Gets a piece of it. Jones keeps it up. Elizabeth Fesco to Ali Fesco. Another strong swing. They bring it over. Free ball should be advantage North. They keep it alive. They go back to Hazelton. A little throw. Jones keeps it alive. Madonna to Ali Fesco. Just going to bring it over. Short. There goes Hazelton again. Oh, a nice try. They went for the donut hole. She got a piece of it but couldn't keep it up. Tied up 18-18.
And that's where they're doing it again. So when they give that free ball, again, Hazelton's out there yelling for a go. I think they're giving too short of a free ball. Pitch it back in the corner where they can eliminate that quick ball across the net.
Hazelton serves wide. Hazelton's made more mistakes this set than she has in the first two. Maybe she's getting tired, like you said, working her out in the back a little bit. She seems to be breathing a little heavy.
And I tell you, that's who I'd be serving right now. I'd be going after her because she does look like she's getting a little tired. But
Grace Giger checks in. Ali Fesco to serve. Unfortunately, it floats a little long to tie it up 19-19. North Catholic needs to stop it right here and get the serve right back. I think Phillipsburg has only had about one service error this whole match. We've had at least 5. Oh, thank you very much. 20-20.
I'll give that point to you, Mark.
I'll tell you, North Catholic's just got to push here. If they can close this game out, it changes the whole dynamic of this match that we've talked about before.
And they need to start swinging an offense, or not keep swinging an offense. Don't play timid.
Elizabeth Mitchell with a good strong serve. Good pass. Pass to the middle, off, hitting air. Phillipsburg, North Catholic takes the lead, 21-20. Uncharacteristic mistake by Phillipsburg. Now they're going to burn their second time out here in set 3.
And he's probably just going to tell them, settle down, settle down. But again, I'm telling you, they're going to do one of two things. Their setters either going to do an off-speed dump over, or they're just going to run a nice ball to Hazelton, and she's going to crush it to one of the corners. So if you're our defense back there, they need to know where she is, find her, and set up on her to play defense.
Student section doing their best to get behind the team here. It's great to see as many of them here. The fans are into it. Tom Pfeiffer is into it again. And North Catholic now leads set 3, 21-19, but trailing 2-0. And the senior Elizabeth Mitchell is back to serve again for North Catholic, leading 21-19. So important to put this serve in, isn't it, Karen?
Absolutely.
And she does with a good, and it's a tight pass, a nice set. They push it over. A net violation on a free ball coming over.
And that was a heck of a nice serve right out of a timeout.
It sure was. That hurts because that was a free ball coming over. Yeah. We got a net violation. Stephanie Lynch checks out. Elizabeth Fesco libero checks back in. As does Grace Giger. North Catholic still leads 21-20, and as they've done so far this set, they got to get the serve back right away. No run for Phillipsburg. Jones, Ali Fesco to Jones to Warda. Warda with the kill!
And Mark, right now, if you're North Catholic, you want to keep the pressure on, and you want to try not to let Reese get back up in that front row.
She's in the back row right now?
She's back row. Score some points because the next rotation, I believe she is coming up front.
Gabby Kaza, number 2, the sophomore, in to serve, leading 22-20. Deep serve. Keep it alive. They're setting her in the back row. On the hitting air or block. Sydney Jones.
That was a sole block by Sydney Jones.
The way Sydney's reacted, it wasn't net. It was a block by Sydney Jones.
Yeah.
To extend the lead to 23-20. And like you said, they can't let up here.
No.
They just got to push hard for 2 more points. Good strong serve by Kaza. They set the outside. Nice up by Ali Fesco to Jones to Warda down the line. Could they keep it alive again? They do. And it's in. What a play by Phillipsburg. The bench yelled out, I believe, and it caught in the back corner. What a play by Phillipsburg. That's going to give them some momentum.
It was
North
a little
Catholic
bit
has
too
to
close.
stop it right now.
Yeah, it was a little bit too close to calling out on that one.
I'm not sure anyone could have got to it anyway because everyone was moving up when they saw her hitting from where they were.
Right.
North needs to stop the bleeding right here. It's 23-21. Good pass by Elizabeth Fesco. Joan up. Joust at the net. Won by Phillipsburg, 23-22.
I'm calling a timeout if I have one, if I'm Coach Feder.
All you need is a good pass here. Get the offense going. 23-22. North leads set 3. Elizabeth Fesco to Jones. Jones to Warda. Roll shot over. Here comes. She's in the front row. There's a good block. Gets a piece of it. Jones to Warda. They did it again. They're going to keep it alive. Free ball. Look at that hustle. Allie Fesco to Jones. Jones to Warda. They're going to do it again. Keep it alive, but it's advantage North Catholic. They're just holding on for dear life right now. Warda again. And hitting error. North Catholic. Phillipsburg is not going away.
They are
2 unbelievable points.
Right, and I'll tell you what, I'm not sure. Now, I'm not a setter, so I'm not the one that could say anything, but I was wondering maybe on like that last ball, maybe Sid, she went out to Warda, maybe Sid just puts it right back over and keeps them a little bit out of system.
Yeah, I give Phillipsburg's defense credit. There's some strong swings there. Great hustle to keep the ball alive. They're not going away. But again, North Catholic is still okay. It's 23-23. They get this service point right here. All they need is 1 point. But this is the huge point of the match. I'm speaking the obvious here, but huge point here for North Catholic.
And like you said, Phillipsburg's defense is not stopping at all.
It's almost like if we don't hit the floor, if it's to a person, they're getting it up and they're bringing it back over.
Right.
Phillipsburg serving, tied 23-23 here in set 3. Deep serve. Esser keeps it up to. This is advantage Phillipsburg. Oh, but a tough pass. They set. Nice up by Elizabeth Fesco to keep it alive. They keep it alive. But advantage Phillipsburg again to the middle again. Oh, Elizabeth Fesco up, but just out. Made a nice play on the first dig. That one just out. Now it's advantage Phillipsburg, leading 24-23 set and match point with 3 points in a row here for Phillipsburg.
Right, and I don't think, some of them, this time you have to say Phillipsburg pretty much earned a lot of those points. Again, if you could do the replay, watching these little defensive players they have in the backcourt, they are running all over the gym and they are not falling. They are putting the ball back into the court, and over. And they are doing an outstanding job of playing defense tonight.
An update on the girls' soccer game. Congratulations to the girls' soccer team advancing to the state finals with a 2-0 victory tonight. Congratulations, girls. Here we are in set 3, set and match point for Phillipsburg, leading 24-23, already up 2-0. Really need a good pass here, Karen, to get the offense going and make something happen.
We do.
Elizabeth Fesco to Jones. Jones goes to Warda. Warda with a tip. They bring it across. Should be advantage North, but the setter's out. Elizabeth Fesco to Warda. Warda hit. There's a point!
That's
North
great.
Catholic.
And that's exactly what he wanted to do. And honestly, Mark, I think that's where we want to be right now.
Huge point. Huge kill by Riley Warda to keep North Catholic alive. Riley, who just had that kill, checks out. Bella Madonna, the senior, checks in. 24-24 here in set number 3. There she goes. Little push to block. In! Oh, Sydney Jones
that
with
was
the block.
definitely in.
Hazelton let it drop and it landed in. A huge point for North Catholic to now take 25-24 lead.
And Mark, right now, if I'm Sid Jones, I'm telling McNally, get out here with me right now because it's not going to anybody else on that team except to Reese out there.
Madonna to serve. Set point. Set 3. Good serve. They're going back to her on the outside. Little roll shot. Jones blocks again. They're going right back to her. Block again for the win. Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones with 2 huge blocks to win set 3 for North Catholic. 26-24.
And like we just said, what did I just tell you? If I am Sydney Jones, I am telling whoever is at the net with me, Do not go anywhere, but stay right by me while she's up there. And when she's hitting right side, seal over there. You need to commit block to her in order to win this match tonight.
I tell you what, North Catholic team is excited. The students are excited. What a great game. I don't know what's going to happen in this match, but to be able to come back there and win that set after being down 2-0, being up 23-21, and then down 24-23, and not give up and fight till the end. Get a lot of heart on those girls.
Right, and if you're North Catholic right now, you go out there with all the confidence in the world. Again, you follow her around the court, and you attack at her. She's wearing down because she is the only one that is hitting out there, where we've got Lynch and McNally and Warda and Fezzi, all pitching in for the offense. We've got Sydney Jones attacking again. She's up there with a strong block. You got to keep doing that. Bella Madonna had a great defensive game. I mean, North is starting to look like North, and they're getting the excitement back. So let's hope that they can carry that on into set 4.
Absolutely. In that set, Ali Fesco had 6 kills. Riley Warda had 5 kills. Sydney Jones had 3 kills, including 3 great plays at the end of the game to secure the victory for North Catholic. You know, one thing, I'm looking at my unofficial stats. I usually read off the aces. 1 ace in the whole match so far. And you've talked before, Karen, about how strong our serving game is. I think that tells you how well Phillipsburg is playing with serve receive, getting that pass going, and that's why they're able to run that offense with Hazelton.
Absolutely.
1 ace in the whole match so far.
I'll tell you, right now it's North comes out and takes control. They're definitely, now I will specifically say they're evenly matched, but again, our passing improves. We are a better offensive team with more weapons, I should say.
I mean, we've talked about this before. When you win that when you're down 2-0 and you win that third set, other team still has the advantage, but momentum is starting to shift. We're starting to think a little bit more, and if you can win this one, then you have all the momentum going into set 5. So Madonna to serve, who's finished off set 3, serving to start set 4. Another roll shot because it was off the net. Elizabeth Fesco, good pass to Jones. Jones to Ali Fesco. Deep kill, Ali Fesco.
And this is what we need to do. We need to start out like this, and we need to have the tone that we are going to control this set. If they want to move on, they need to keep control of this set.
I mean, Phillipsburg played out of their mind defense last game and still lost, so that has to be in the back of their minds too. Good serve by Madonna. Set the right side, a little push over. Elizabeth Fesco reads it. Jones goes back to Ali Fesco. Strong swing, but a good pass. They go to Hazelton. Swings that hard. Jones blocks her again. They push it across. Elizabeth Fesco's there. Jones to Ali Fesco. Nice up by Phillipsburg. Here it is, just a little free ball coming over. A nice up by Amanda Esser to Ali Fesco. She goes to roll right back. Point. Ali Fesco kill.
You know, Mark, I said this earlier to you in the match when we were talking about them. Somebody needs to be up on her block. Sydney Jones was up. She was up too early before, and she was coming down. And now she's got her timing down. And now she's up at the net, and that's what she's doing really well right now.
Madonna to serve, leading 2-0 here in set 4. Off the net. Oh, nice up by Elizabeth Fesco to Jones. Jones to Ali Fesco. Kill Ali Fesco! Ali Fesco heating up here. That's her 3rd kill early here in set 3. All 3 points are Ali Fesco kills. Bella Madonna on a nice little service run. Hopefully she can keep it going, leading 3-0. Another good serve. Oh, they're off. A little free ball coming over. The timing was up. Outside the antenna, hitting error. I'm not sure why our bench had to call it before the ref called it.
I'm not sure why the line judge didn't call it, because even we saw it up here. That was definitely outside the antenna.
North Catholic has to keep their foot on the gas here. And this team, Phillipsburg, we've seen is excellent. We can't let up at all. We need as big a lead as they can get right here. Up. Smart play by the setter.
Right, and again, let's just say, if you're Coach Fetter, you're saying, girls, right now, pass the ball. Pass the ball and score this point and get it back. Eliminate her time in the front row.
4-1, North Catholic still leads. Jones just won a joust against 6'1" Hazelton.
Jones is scoring a ton of points with the blocks and the joust at the net. Jones is not going away. She wants this match.
Jones has really stepped it up here at the end of set 3 and the beginning of set 4. Elizabeth Fesco with great serve. There's an ace for Elizabeth Fesco. North Catholic extends the lead to 6-1, and there's a timeout by Phillipsburg.
And you know, Mark, maybe it's, I don't really want to say anything to jinx anything, but maybe it was good North went down 2 sets because, like you said, they only lost a set to Elwood City. They lost one to Seneca, and they knew how to battle back. Now it's like clutch for them. You know, maybe this is a good test on can they just push forward, come together like we always see them come together. And right now they're looking like they are. So eliminate errors, move the big girl across and out of that front row, and score while she is in the back row.
Is she in the? She's in the front right now, still,
Yeah.
isn't she? And we're
She
leading
is.
6-1 when she's in the front. Okay. So Elizabeth Fesco to serve again after her first ace of the match. North Catholic leads 6-1 here in set number 4, trailing 2-1 in the semifinals of the PIAA Girls 2A Volleyball Championship. They set Hazelton. She pushes it over. Madonna with a great read. Jones goes outside to Ali Fesco. Roll shot. They get a piece of it to keep it alive. They set her in the middle. So now she's getting blocked, so she's moving her location a little bit. She wasn't out on the outside that time.
Right. And you're going to have that. She's going to score a point. Now score back. Again, move her along.
Again, it's key for North Catholic to get the serve right back. Leading 6-2 here. Can't afford to let Phillipsburg go on a run and get back in this game because they're such a good team. Service error, Phillipsburg. I think they might be getting tired, Karen.
I do too. They put so much into their the match tonight. I do think they're wearing down a little bit, but I'll tell you, I would not be serving short on Elizabeth Fesco because she's going to pick it up. So if they want to do that all night, we'll take it.
Grace Giger in for North Catholic. Sydney Jones, the sophomore, back to serve. They set Hazelton on the right side. Oh, the block got a piece of it, but it carried too far out. Point Phillipsburg. But now Hazelton moves to the back row, so we'll see what happens.
And that's what you want. And if you're Coach Federer, you're saying leave her back there, let's score. Get a good pass, and let's run Lynch right now.
Good hard serve. A great pass by Ali Fesco. Sets Ali Fesco in the back. Oh, it was close to out, but they played it anyway. Ali Fesco again with the tip. There's a fill, Ali Fesco.
She's doing a really nice job changing it up right now because they're back on their heels. Not that that matters because I'm sure they'll track it down anyway as good as they've been playing, but she's changing it up and getting some points up there.
North Catholic leads 8-3. Ali Fesco, the sophomore, back to serve. Got that one in. Good serve. Set her in the back row. Hazelton, a little roll shot.
That's just a pure read on the defense. Read her body language. We all knew that was not going to get a hard hit.
It hurts when she gets a point on a hit like that. But
Yeah.
8-4, nonetheless, North Catholic still leads here in set 4. Oh, Elizabeth, great job to keep that ball alive. Sets Warda. Oh, my goodness.
That was just pure
Miscommunication.
miscommunication.
Again, against a good team like that, you can't be giving them free points. Hopefully that won't come back to hurt us. But nonetheless,
Right.
North Catholic still leads 8-5. One good pass, one good swing here. We got all the momentum right back. Nice job by Elizabeth Fesco. Speaking of that short serve, setting the right side. A little push. Elizabeth Fesco keeps it alive to Jones. Jones sets Warda. Warda with the kill.
Got a nice swing by her, too.
That's Warda's 9th kill on the match. And I don't think she has any errors.
I don't think so either.
Elizabeth Mitchell, the senior, in to serve for North Catholic, leading 9-5. Need a run to get that lead extended a little bit, as it was a couple minutes ago. Good serve. Setting her in the back again. There's a strong swing. Nice up by Sydney Jones. And then Giger keeps it alive, but no one's there to put it across. Great up by Sydney Jones there, but just couldn't get the second ball.
Yeah, I thought it was a really nice up for him. And the girls should be used to playing that. I mean, those are drills you do, back row defense, back row attacks and play defense with him.
North Catholic still leads 9-6 here in set 3. Nice pass by Ali Fesco to Jones. Jones to Wardo. What an up by Phillipsburg. They go back line again.
At number 22, she's not doing anything spectacular, but if she scores some points, she's helping them, obviously.
9-7, North Catholic still leads, but a good timeout from Phillipsburg when they were down 6-1 and gets them right back in this game. And their coach is calling out the service areas like Coach Neely does. Ali Fesco with a good pass to Jones. Jones to McNelly. Hitting error.
Well,
North
I would have
Catholic.
said that. I would have definitely. They've stopped using the middles, and they have to keep doing it. And they are definitely going after Ali Fezco because she's out. They want to take her out of her game, and I don't think they can personally, but
9-8. Riley Warda up to Jones, back to Warda. Look at that hustle by Phillipsburg, and then they get a free ball over the net. Plays like that are the ones that hurt because they're not a strong kill. But anyway, 9-9. New game here in set 3. Phillipsburg has the momentum. North Catholic's got to get it back with a good pass and a good swing right here. Oh, that looked out, and the ref called it in.
Not quite sure about that one, but the up ref is saying yes. They have the better view than us, so.
Early timeout from Coach Fetter.
So I would say this: a couple of those points there look like North was starting to go back to the team that they were in set 2, not set 1. Set 1's team has kind of left the gym, which we wanted that to happen. So they need to maintain some composure right now. Their communication is down a little bit, but just go back in and again keep attacking. Attacking them, but Phillipsburg. But again, their passing is on tonight, so.
Yeah, their passing and their digs and their defense. I mean, some of them are self-defense. It's right about to hit the girl in the face or the chest, and somehow she gets hands on it and gets it into position for their setter to either dump it or set Hazelton. They're playing an unbelievable defensive match and by far the best team we've seen.
Right.
And we're right there. We've made a couple uncharacteristic mistakes. We don't make those, we're winning this set, and even with those, we're still only down 1. But we really need a good pass to stop the bleeding right here. Good pass from Ali Fezco to Jones. Jones sets Warda. There's a kill, Riley Warda.
And that's what we needed right there out of the timeout. If she didn't miss the serve, we needed to score that point. Now, the way I look at it when I'm coaching, I'm telling my team, hey, ladies, it's a game to 15 right now. We're tied even at 10. First one to 15 wins.
That's right. Gabby Causa, the sophomore. Number 5 in for Grace Skigger, the senior. Causa to serve, short serve. We get it. Set Hazelton in the back row. She tips it across. Donut. Hazelton has found an open spot there from the back row. She's not swinging hard anymore.
No.
And she's just dropping it in there, and it's working.
And
Take the lead 11-10.
And she's now back in the front row.
Good serve, Elizabeth Fezco to Jones. Jones sets Warda. Good kill, Riley Warda, tool off the block. That's Warda's 3rd kill of this set and her 11th in the match.
Right now they should be telling Ali Fezco to pay attention to who's in front of her because she's got some 2 small little, not little, but undersized, I think, a little bit of blockers in front of her.
Bella Madonna in to serve, the senior. Tied up at 11 here in set 4. There's Hazelton on the outside. Another net violation on North Catholic.
Yeah, they called it on McNally. I personally didn't see it, but I'm not down there at the net.
Well, hopefully Jones can get it blocking again like she did last time
Right.
she was in the front row. 12-11, Phillipsburg leads here in set 4. There's an ace for Phillipsburg. 13-11. They need a good pass right here.
Right.
They can't let the lead get extended much beyond this in set 4. They go right back at Madonna. Great pass by Madonna. Ali Fezco with the kill.
That's what I'm saying. As she turns it, that girl's getting a hand on it, but Ali Fezco's putting a lot of heat on that ball. It's making it hard for her to block.
Stephanie Lynch, number 17, checks back in at middle. Hopes she can keep up her hot streak. Elizabeth Fezco in to serve. Out of system. Little roll shot. Elizabeth Fezco keeps it alive to Jones. Jones with a tip. Jones with a kill. It may have gone out, but she went for it. We got a little help there.
Yeah, I thought that was definitely going out of bounds right there, but you know what? We'll thank the libero for that one.
Another huge point by Sydney Jones at a crucial time. 13-13. Elizabeth Fezco serves. Oh, barely out. That was very close.
Let's hope they can get Lynch back in this game right now. They're passing well. Don't forget about her because she scored so many points. We could really use her right now.
North Catholic trails 14-13 here in set 4. With Phillipsburg already leading 2-1. And they give it right back. I think that's 2 in a row for her. Grace Skigger, the senior, checks in for Amanda Esser, the sophomore. Sydney Jones, the sophomore, back to serve for North. She had a nice run last game. Maybe she can do it again here. It's 14-14 here in set 4. Sets Hazelton on the right side. Great block. Oh, very close, but out. We haven't gotten any calls from this line judge here. Barely out on a great block by Ali Fesco and Stephanie Lynch, but it just carried out barely.
Right.
Hazelton back to the back row.
We like
and a
that.
service here. Hazelton's getting tired, I think.
Yeah, she's had 3 serving errors in the last, between last set and this set.
I'll tell you, if North could go on a little bit of run here and separate themselves a little, I think they have a good shot here. If they can get a 2 or 3 point lead. Ali Fesco back to serve. That's a double. They didn't call it. A nice up by Elizabeth Fesco.
Nice play from Jones.
Nice job to keep it alive. North Catholic looked like Phillipsburg that time. Sets the right side. Nice job by oh, she's across the net. What hustle by Sydney Jones.
What hustle is right.
Sydney Jones was all over the place. Phillipsburg leads now 16-15 in set 4. Stephanie Lynch, they keep it alive. There's the outside. Out, hitting error.
Yep.
Some of the fans are calling for a double hit on that last point from Phillipsburg's setter. It did have a little bit of spin. I don't know much about that.
I thought it did too. But she has missed some doubles tonight, but she's very consistent on missing them. So we really can't complain when you have that happen in a match.
16-16, Elizabeth Mitchell, the senior, in to serve for North Catholic. Another service error for North Catholic. I think they're just a little too amped up here. You know, we've talked about it. They haven't been in this situation before. We probably have 4 or 5 errors this game, and we're still only down 1. If we didn't have those, we'd be winning handily. Ali Fesco, a good pass to Jones. Jones sets Warda up. Block, kill. Phillipsburg to extend the lead to 18-16.
Yeah, and now's when you have to calm them down and regroup them and focus them and say, but don't worry about that point. You can't do anything about it. You got to focus forward, and you have to get to 17.
Huge point coming up for North Catholic right here. Need a pass and a good set and swing to get the momentum back. Hard serve, Elizabeth Fesco with an up to Jones. Jones sets Giger, just brings it across. Out of system here, just roll it across. Ali Fesco to Jones. Jones tip, goes wide. 19-16, we're at danger zone here again.
Well, I think we are too.
The points haven't been kills by them, it's just little mistakes by us. So
right.
Gonna have to get it back right here. Up, there's an ace. 20-16, Phillipsburg extends the lead here in set 4. There's a timeout, and the Phillipsburg fans rise to their feet, leading 20-16 here in set 4.
And, number 22 for Phillipsburg, she's the other outside hitter. She's not doing anything spectacular or powerful, but I think we've kind of forgot about her. And so that when they're not back there setting Hazelton, she's just rolling them into that back corner. She's not swinging with any force. So we've got to pay attention to what's going on, where the set is, and set up your defense to be. That's a ball that you should be picking up back there.
So North Catholic trailing 2-1 here and down 20-16 in set 4. With the winner advancing to the state championship, they really need to dig deep right here.
Right.
Get a good pass right here off the serve. Get the momentum back, get the serve back, go on a little bit of a run, and put the pressure back on Phillipsburg, because when we had the lead, they didn't play as well.
Right.
Good pass by Ali Fesco to Jones. Jones sets Ward on the outside. A nice up, but it's an overpass. A nice job. There's going to be a push across. They're playing at the net, back and forth. And here comes Hazelton out of the back, off the net. Jones to Elizabeth Fesco to Ali Fesco in the back. Little roll. Out of system again here. Should be advantage North Catholic. Oh, free ball error, Phillipsburg. Uncharacteristic error for Phillipsburg.
But that's a point we did need right now. At this point of the match, you needed to win that point.
But North Catholic will take it. Gabby Kaza, the sophomore, in for Grace Giger to serve, trailing 17-20 here in set number 4. Good serve, a good pass. Setting Hazelton in the back row. She swung that time. I think it was going to go out, but we played it. It was going to be close.
Yeah, and in a matches like this, when it's kind of tight, you just kind of maybe don't want to let it go, because if it ends up inside that back line, that comes to haunt you.
And I hate to say it, Karen, Hazelton's back in the front row.
I know.
Leading 21-17 here in set 4. And there's a service error. Phillipsburg, 21-18. Riley Warda checks out. Bella Madonna, the senior, checks in for North Catholic, trailing 18-21 here in set number 4. Good serve. They're out of system again. Hazelton's going to bring it over. A mess up. Out of system. Hazelton off the net. Still got a good swing on it. North Catholic couldn't control it. Point Phillipsburg, 22-18.
She just swings from everywhere on the court, and that's what a true natural volleyball player does. And her skills are really well, and we've said that, complimented her all night. She's a very nice, solid player.
North Catholic needs a good pass here to get the momentum back. Elizabeth Fesco, good pass to Jones. Jones sets Ali Fesco. Tip, point. Oh, that hit the ground. They called it. Okay.
Yeah, they called it.
Point North Catholic. Cut it to 22-20. Ali Fesco with another kill. Nineteenth kill for Ali Fesco. Setting Hazelton on the outside. Big hard swing. The block gets a piece of it. Nice up by Elizabeth Fesco. Hitting error, North Catholic, to extend the lead to 23-20 for Phillipsburg here in set number 4. Phillipsburg coach instructing. 23-20 they lead. I'm not sure.
Not sure what's going on right down
the
there.
Scorer's table.
It's given some advantage over there. And I think they're going to run that, that one they run up the middle with Hazelton. They're going to set her. She's going to swing out there and come right up in the middle.
North's huddling up. They just got to dig deep right now and say, hey, we were in this situation before. The last game was in the 20s. We can do this. We need one pass. Get back in this game.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a substitution issue.
I'm not quite sure what that is.
We're going to play on here. 23-20, North trails here in set 4.
I'd like to see Stephanie Lynch get the ball right now.
Need a good pass. Good strong serve. Jones to Ali Fesco. Roll shot over. Set and push on the outside. Little tip. Nice up by Bella Madonna. And there's Jones to put it away.
It's what we needed. We needed Jones to score right that or somebody.
What a play by Bella Madonna to keep that ball alive. Almost a pancake. And then Jones put it away. Now Jones goes back to serve, trailing 23-21 here in set number 4. Set the right side. Nice up by Elizabeth Fesco to Jones. Jones sets Ali Fesco off the block. They get a piece of it. They're going to be out of system here. She puts it across. Madonna to Jones. Jones to Lynch. A little timing, a little off. Right side. Nice up by Madonna to Jones. Jones to Ali Fesco. Roll shot. They keep it alive, but Hazelton's out. There's a push. Elizabeth Fesco reads it to Jones. Jones to Ali Fesco. Oh, that looked in, but they called it out.
Oh, now, the one she had out before, I would have said okay with the ref, but that one, I would have had to say that was in.
That looked in to me.
I agree.
Maybe his face shield got in his way.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's set and match point for Phillipsburg to advance to the finals. North Catholic has to dig deep here. Short serve, Ali Fesco. Good pass to Jones. Jones sets to Ali Fesco. There's a kill for Ali Fesco. Great bounce back by Ali Fesco.
Yeah, that's huge right there. That shows a player that can play with confidence in herself and her team, and she's not going away. She's not letting this happen.
Ali Fesco back to serve, and they're going to call a timeout, leading 24-22. Interesting.
Oh, we know what he's doing. He's back there saying, let's see if they can get the serve out of the timeout.
He knows he has a sophomore back there on the service line. We just had momentum with a good kill, trying to slow it down a little bit and see what happens.
I'll tell you, Madonna's really playing some good defense back there right now. She stepped up her game for the last 2 sets.
Yeah, Madonna's kept several points alive with some great digs, great hustle. Tom just gave Allison Fesco the thumbs up as he was walking by. Hopefully he can give her a little bit of good luck.
We talked earlier in this match, and what a match it's been so far. and these teams are both young and both talented. So I have a feeling this will not be the first time they ever meet in the next couple years. They are going to see each other time after time after time.
So set point. Phillipsburg leads 24 and match point. Phillipsburg leads 24-22 here in set number 4. Leading 2-1. Allie Fesco, good serve, it's in. But here comes Hazelton in the back row. Strong swing, another great up by Jones. Elizabeth Fesco sets Warda. She goes back. Set the outside. Nice up by Jones again. Sets Allie Fesco in the back row. Roll keeps it in. It's tight. Oh, that could have been a double. They push it across. Jones is out. Elizabeth Fesco sets Allie in the back. Keep it alive. They set the right side. And there it is. A good point. But Phillipsburg Osceola wins 25-22. 3-1. And a great match. Great volleyball by Phillipsburg Osceola to win. Unfortunately, I don't think North Catholic played its best match and didn't play up to its potential, but credit a lot of that to Phillipsburg. But these girls have nothing to hang their heads about. What an unbelievable season, 17-0 coming into today, 17-1 overall, WPIAL championship, state semifinalist. Again, a great performance, and Phillipsburg just played great volleyball tonight to win.
And I agree with you, Mark. I mean, honestly, if you do a recap, if North Catholic would have started even how they were in the second set, this game was going to 5, or just they're winning in 4. It's their first set just had them so out of system and so in disarray. And I think, like, again, they weren't ready for. Well, they were ready for the big girl. It's just them as a team were just a little bit off. But the last what you saw in set 3 and 4, that's the team that we know North can be. And it's just a little bit sad that they lost set 1 right away. But I'm with you. There's nothing that you can take away from this North Catholic team. They have had an outstanding season, and they're not going away either.
Yeah, so congratulations, North Catholic, on a fantastic season. 17-1 WPIAL championship state semifinalist, and congratulations to the 4 seniors: Elizabeth Fesco, Elizabeth Mitchell, Grace Giger, and Bella Madonna, for an unbelievable career here at North Catholic with 2 WPIAL championships, 1 state championship, and an overall record of, I've lost track, it's something like 85-3. So, girls, congratulations, best of luck to you, and to all of you out there watching, thank you for joining us for this exclusive coverage of the semifinal game on the North Catholic Sports Network. I want to thank Mr. Hoffman, our producer, Ian Doherty, cameraman, and Patrick Sharp, cameraman. This is Mark Fesco and Karen Martini signing out from North Catholic High School. Thank you.